what it's leading up to, though. Might be something bigger.
I'd like to get my hands on her. She might know something. And we have had rather good experiences with hunting these agents of the Fall in, well, our time in Dragonhall. Surely it will be easier to do here, where they don't have the support of an all-powerful monarch.
They might be harder to find here, though, since they don't have as much reason to be hiding in Dragonhall.
Perhaps. But if they come to kill us, that still, well, brings us in contact.
Yes, they certainly don't have...
And I'm sure with others having tried the same, we might not be starting from a completely bottom. We might have something. He looks at the raptors.
Raptor says, I will attempt to... He, like, looks at his massive stacks of papers that are on the desk. It's quite possible that your letter's in there somewhere, Dwohurim.
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to consult with who I have left. See whether they have anything solid for you to try. I certainly wouldn't recommend arriving in Little Dragonhall. Then again, I imagine your presence has already been announced. Considering how word of your deeds has spread... even while attempting to maintain your secrecy.
Yes, we aren't very inconspicuous.
He, like, looks squarely at Fargus. No, you are not.
Fargus looks a bit ashamed.
The powerful radiance will fade after you level up again. Along with the X-ray vision. So it's gonna be with you for a bit longer.
Alright.
So there is a terminating point there. At level 6, all of that shit in the X-ray vision will fade away, and you'll be free.
But you're known as a halfway epic person. Most people know your name anyway.
No, that is so. Until then, it is late. You should rest. And accommodations. You can sleep here in the college. There's quite a number of open rooms now.
That would be great. Then Jorm will stand and well, let Raptors get back to his work or
and
sleep.
Should that Tempus troublemaker wake up, do tell him I am very interested in speaking with him.
Understood, Lord Raptors.
You certainly will.
Go then.
Sure.
This
I assume we'll be told where we find the rooms.
Yes, you will be guided to the rooms. They look nice and well enough, and most likely belong to individuals who have recently died.
Sure. Well, that's a shame.
Hence the vast number of vacancies comment.
Yeah. I got it. Dwohurim would also like, now that we arrive in the rooms, to ask the Death Speaker what he exactly intends to do now. He came with us here. Dwohurim at least understood that he had the intention to aid in the with the whole empire under assault.
Yes.
World might end.
The speaker will lift his mask and he'll say, well, you left Dragonhall, and you told me the story of what really happened with the Bree Melkor. I said I'd help you.
Very well, then. If you wish to come with us as a full-time part of our little company, then I would be glad to have you.
The speaker officer shrugs and says, I suppose it's better than being in Dragonhall, though lurking around one of the little Dragonhall neighborhoods will expose you to similar dangers. Us to similar dangers. I wouldn't mind going to fight Sahagwin.
I'm sure we'll get there soon enough. I would like to get this particular agent first. She might know something. She seemed to be a step above the people we fought in Dragonhall. Ridding the city of her expertise would certainly force the Blue to, if she wishes, send more agents here who will not have as much of a home front bonus as it seems that this one has. After that, when she's dealt with, found and taken care of, that is a limited goal. I do think we will. It would make sense for us to go towards the Iron Sea.
Yes. Hopefully, Tempus will unfold soon. He certainly has the expertise in sort of finding shady people.
This is the one of the longest he's been like this.
We'll see. He said that sometimes it took years, so we might not see him again.
That saddens me.
Beyond that, Terraptor said that he would look for some people who might know something, some place to begin. I suggest we follow their leads first, and if not, we have had some practice in dealing with these situations by ourselves in Dragonhall.
Yes.
Hopefully we can finish this before taking too long. Bit of a precision strike, perhaps, and then we might be able to move on to relieve some part of the Iron Sea wall. Hopefully somewhere close enough to the sea that we might learn some information about who the Blue's ally in the Iron Sea is.
Yes. Hopefully, if the defenses are critically close to falling, they might send for help.
And we might make sure that Newport is in a position where it can at least send something.
Yes.
Other than, agents of the Black who would then break the defenses from the inside.
All right.
A suicidal tactic.
This was planned to be a short session, and we won't go too much into you guys taking actions beyond this point. I will, however, provide you information that Lord Terraptus will have now, and that he'll also provide a bit more detail later on tonight. Once I finish jotting it down, that you can have, so that you can properly ascertain what you would like to do next. Now, the leads that he has, sort of like rumors in this case, where he isn't actually sure whether they'll fucking amount to anything. It's just the best he's got right now that would suggest something. The best indication he has of anything is that there is an undeniable connection between Little Dragonhall and a little individual here, a dwarf, by the name of Thurl Dural. Thurl Dural has a 2-story stone shop in the Guild District. This dwarf, he is a profound merchant. He has fingers stretching across the Midland Sea, and it is thought that he has some mercantile dealings with perhaps some agents who serve the Three. Certainly, having ships that sail to and from Dragonhall don't necessarily mean that you're doing that. I mean, Dragonhall is one of the 7 major cities of the entire Dragon Empire. But it is thought, with no factual concrete evidence, that he has a connection with them. And his building is actually outside of the docks in the Guild. It is thought that he lives in his shop, his 2-story shop. So that could be one possible avenue of investigation. You can see it by looking at the token. You can also see it because his shop icon is still on the Newport map.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the Newport map at all. Okay.
Yes, where it's been this entire, basically since you guys are last here. His shop hasn't moved.
Also, the lovely Fox and the Hound.
Yes, that's still there as well. Along with that, there's of course Little Dragonhall itself, which is a neighborhood located within the docks. All of the great cities of the Dragon Empire have little pieces of Dragonhall, little neighborhoods with taverns and some shops catering to the sailors and merchants and explorers who take pieces of Blue City with them. For it is said, rumored extensively, that you stay in Dragon Hall for long enough and you carry it with you wherever you go. And the influence of it is just simply inescapable. And so there is the entire neighborhood. It stretches a few city blocks, which is in the Docks District. I can pinpoint the exact location next session. It doesn't fucking matter, though. And that would be an area where you can go and attempt to investigate, inquire about the matter, using whatever PC wiles you have, and using your full discretion and the full authority of the Archmage, as well as the Imperial Governor of this area, Arthur Tristan. After all, you are not in Drakenhall. You are acting in the greater interest of the Empire against criminal elements. So you have backing and standing, and can ask law enforcement for assistance. Yes. Beyond that, there is one other thing. Well, there's two other things. First off, there is a known associate of Calorel, or at least the name of someone, who used to hang out with her at the Fox and the Hound. And that she might be able to provide, well, it's not exactly known what her connection is, but if she was connected to Calorel in any way, she might also be connected to the Three, and to Exilia. She is known as a bounty hunter who goes by the name of Domino. And you all get a look at her appearance as well, which I will drag onto the map so that you'll be able to recognize her. If you see her, she is a human. She often wears heavy armor, and she carries a greatsword.
She looks like a fun person.
She's so grumpy, she's black and white.
Yeah.
Don't judge her! Don't you talk that way about her!
I hate insert anything, really.
I hate insert anything. Yes. And, connected to her is also a band of ruthless, troublesome mercenaries that she frequently associates with, and they are called, unceremoniously and rather ominously, Death's Hand. And their names are known as well. They're connected to Domino, who is connected to Calorel. As a mercenary group, with some noble standing due to the money they've earned performing various jobs for nobles, they actually lurk somewhere in the Heights, which is walled off from the rest of the city. But you will be given special permission to enter the noble areas to speak with the nobles. And those are the names and appearances of those people. You have Vane Delacroix, Vossler Whitmore, Irvine Trevels, and Ashera Crane, along with a basic understanding of their appearances.
So many names, I can't break down fast enough.
Yes. Well, they'll still be there for you to mouse over, but you can see their names. And they form the mercenary company, a veteran, well-experienced company known as Death's Hand. Basically, they're a group of adventurers. Like yourselves.
Hooray.
Is any one of them known as a wizard?
Irvine Trevels is known as a wizard and a necromancer.
Oh.
He is
Multiclass
both.
too.
But not as an evoker.
From the information that you get from Lord Taramptus, no.
Good.
Hi?
Oh, that Delacroix.
No.
So,
Paul Gryph.
Vossler Whitmore is known as a paladin of the Crusader. So that's his profession. As for the others, it's a bit unclear exactly what they're capable of. Or the Domino's a bounty hunter. Yes. So those four have a connection to Domino, who had a connection to Calorel. And having a connection to the entirety, perhaps, of the Drakenhall scheme is the dwarven merchant known as Thurl Dural.
So, find these people and introduce ourselves to their information.
I mean, if they are mercenaries, we can just go hire them, right?
To take out a dragon in a
Yeah.
cave.
Yes.
And then we have redcaps waiting for them.
You will probably find the dwarven merchant at his shop in the guild, although he, and you are warned about this, you do have some dispensation from the government to do this. He's probably got more dispensation. He's well liked. He does a lot of good business, and he spreads money to the right places.
Man, that's the
So
problem.
if you're going to like try to rough him up, you might want to be discreet about it.
Or quick.
Or try to find some evidence that suggests his bad connections. Because going against him directly will result in a legal affair.
See, that's the problem. This whole legal system is a two-edged sword, right?
It is.
That's why a Dragonhall was so nice. We could kill people and at least we wouldn't have to kill good people because of it, right? Everyone we killed was pretty much bad. So
now
nice
yeah. Now Domino, you may find information about her at the Fox and the Hound. She may also lurk within the Haven, which you may recall is the slum area of Newport, where all of the refugees and all of the poor people who can't really afford better homes, and the rough and tough, ruffians and criminals live. Which means if you go to Haven, it'll be like you're in Drakenhall, without even being in Little Drakenhall. And the mercenary company Death's Hand is rumored to operate out of the Heights because they're so well connected with all of the good business they do for nobles that they have their own place there. And the Lord Taraptus doesn't know where that is, because that could be anywhere, that could be multiple places. He's not very well connected with New Building.
I wonder what people call us when they sort of talk of our group.
Well, you don't have an adventuring group name. Perhaps that might be something you want to decide on.
And somehow spread.
You're just a collection of individuals right now. Yes. Thurl Dural, you have Domino, the Bounty Hunter, the Mercenary Adventuring Group Death's Hand, and then there's Little Drakenhall that you can visit. Exilia is still thought to be lurking somewhere within the sewers of Newport, but there's been trouble with those. This is not exactly new. The sewers of the great cities, with the notable exception of Santa Cora, are plagued by undead. Ghouls and gas love to lurk in the sewers of the great cities and feast upon flesh. It's kind of a thing they like to do. And one of the punishments, which was being assigned to Salvatore Crane, was to basically be sentenced to helping Newport constantly fight against the ghouls. To go down there and basically, that's your prison sentence. Here's your equipment. And if you fucking want to run away into the sewers and try to escape, go the fuck for it. So there's ghouls down there. So that's a constant thing. So it really makes it hard to explore down there, what with undead being down there.
Oh, Fargus!
Yes.
Time for your job.
I'm not going down there alone.
I mean, aren't you an undead hunter, though?
I am, but if I'm going down there, you're coming with me.
How will I be a help to you? I'm doing necrotic energy to them. Possibly, maybe.
All the time.
1 quarter.
We've killed ghasts. That's like better ghouls, right?
You fought undead multiple times, and you've been a help, and you're gonna be a help in the sewers as well.
We could, yeah, as mentioned in the Skype chat, why don't we try a call restart? Maybe Dark hosted. That way Gryph can actually be on this call. I didn't realize that was a problem.
Sure.
If he wants to.
Oh my god, I can hear you. Thank God.
Wait, what?
Yay!
Yes, I am so intelligent. Once I realized there was a problem, Gryph, I resolved the problem.
Yay. I'm sitting here. I am doing everything. I'm like fucking with drivers. I'm unplugging. I'm trying every USB slot. I'm doing test calls and it's working.
Fine. Sometimes Skype does that. So, I'm going to step away to get something to drink. All of you, it is your job to explain to Tempus, whenever he wakes up, everything you've been given, and start to work on your plans. When I get back, we'll have one more thing to do, and that's going to be Teraptus talking to Tempus. Explain that too.
Teraptus is mad at you.
Well,
You are in trouble.
Well, first thing then is, so we're all like in the bed. I guess we're all like in the bedrooms of the academy, and suddenly, Tempus.
Oh, good, you're here.
With
Also,
like
Gryph, I linked a document in the Skype chat that I'm kind of using to hopefully keep better notes for people.
you should make hyperlinks.
Hyperlinks?
People who are connected.
What?
As you can see, like, leader of the agent of the 4, and you click on the 4 and you put down to the 4.
I'm not going to make an entire wiki for our notes.
Oh, alright.
You know, why don't we just create a wiki for the entire campaign?
Campaign wiki.
I got told to do that for Forsaken Throne.
We tried to do that in Forsaken Throne with all the, like, the whiteboard, but
I've been told to the GM to make one for people. To
that
say.
broke like 6 times.
But yes, Gryph, so you unfolded the cube out of my bag.
I'm wondering if you've actually placed me on Teraptus' desk. Like, where's Tempus? And you just go, here.
We did not.
He
was
seemed
like,
angry.
he said
Yeah.
he wanted to have a talk with you and discuss how your job went.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Job.
because you didn't kill Gen Zeros. And he knows.
Was that from him?
I think so.
Yep.
Oh, that's awkward.
Well, like, the only time I've had around, he's either been helpful or it's been really fucking awkward.
You know what would have been more awkward? We brought Gen Zero to Lord.
Yeah, he like literally just left on a boat.
What?
Yeah, like we were with him. He was wounded against fighting
Sahagin.
giant Sahagin who shouldn't be here. The wards of the Midland Sea are breaking, and the Sahagin invasion is about to happen.
He was exceptionally warded. He was exceptionally wounded on a boat, unable to escape. But you were stuck in my bag, asleep.
Fuck.
Man, you blew your chances many times.
And now he just sailed to Santa Cora, the place of temples and serenity and being safe.
Yeah, he's gonna join like a paladin hood of peace. So,
God fucking damn it.
Why did you need him killed?
That was his mission.
Why
I
do
was
you
giving it.
Why do you want him killed?
It's his
Why
job.
does he need to be killed?
did you take the money before you did the job, and now you're in
It
trouble because you
wasn't.
gotta
It
pay
wasn't
tax?
money. It wasn't money.
I know as a player it was a magic item.
Well,
I think it's good you didn't kill him because that would have gotten really awkward.
he was really nice.
Just say, yeah, he was really nice.
Like,
He helped
super
us and
helpful.
all.
You
All
guys
the
were all afraid
time.
of my contact when I got there. It's like, what?
Well, I mean, he was a dragon person.
And he murdered people, but so did we, like, repeatedly.
For 5 levels now.
We didn't
Like,
know.
I have killed Bree Melkor twice. And I still don't know what ritual she was making.
Well, you know, Manaki, and maybe we can make it thrice.
I hope not.
I think it was the get fucked ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, I genuinely thought for a moment he actually had Gen Zeros in the room there for a second.
He's sitting here, Lotrap just looking at him. No, we have Death Speaker is with us. He wants to join us permanently, like a group member. Because he's concerned about all these problems the world is having. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, so minor recap for you. We sailed across the sea, got attacked by Sahagan, who shouldn't have been able to make it through the wards. Also, unlike normal, the weather was exceptionally unfavourable, indicating possibly more damage to the wards.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to the city. Mostly, after the battle, slightly scathed, but that's all. Also, by the way, hiring that actual crew instead of bringing the undead crew, good idea. There was a storm.
We didn't sink because of it.
The crew left thinking we were a bad omen as soon as we got here.
Yeah.
So the undead would have fought us if we...
No, they would have sunk the boat and we would have all died. But, you know...
The undead were not capable of being able to handle a storm, and we did hit one.
Yeah. Also, the trip took way longer.
Yeah, now...
Basically, the Middle Sea is breaking bad, and it's not great.
Yeah.
Then we arrived here. It is true that the west wing of the Arcane College has completely exploded. They tried to use the Orb of Storms to end the unnatural cold that's been happening. It failed miserably because the agents of the Black and the Blue and the Four have been killing off all the good wizards in the city that they've been able to get their hands on. We now kind of want to deal with them so they don't keep killing all the good wizards, because we need good wizards. Because, well, obviously we do. The Archmage has apparently gone silent in Horizon. Nobody can contact him in any way, and all the wards seem to just be popping left and right. Beyond that, the wall out there by the sea has called for more aid. And we think after we've dealt with the agent of the Black here, called Auxilia, we will go there and see if we can relieve some of the more exposed forts. Maybe find out who is actually like the warlord or someone attacking from out there.
Sweet.
Now, how do we do this? Well, we have some information. We know that Thurl Dural, a dwarven merchant, is somehow connected to Little Dragon Hall, where much of this shady business is going down. We also know that a person called Domino, a mercenary, she is connected to this person we are hunting. She, Domino, is connected to a group called Death's Hand, consisting of these four people in the Heights. Well, we don't really know what. They're known as brutal mercenaries who do noble work for a lot of money, generally no questions asked kind of people.
Now, Tempus can contribute some more information here. The ship that you sailed on, the Retribution, Calorel purchased that from Thurl Dural's mercantile company.
That's nice. Yes. And that's basically where we are right now. Lord Trevor says that he would see if he could find us more information, but he's not sure because most of his agents have been killed, obviously.
Also, wasn't it Domino? Like the mercenary company is attached to Domino. Domino was attached to Calorel, and then Calorel was the agent here.
Yes. No, Calorel is dead.
Yeah, we removed
She might have been expecting Calorel to come soon, which might mean she is at the Fox and the Hound, which seems like the place they would meet. Just a note. And so I think, personally, going into our planning part, that we should try to go for the Fox and the Hound, because, well, if they were going to meet, that seems like a place they would do it. And, well, I don't know if she sent a message beforehand. She might not have, but it's worth a try.
Although, if,
on the one hand, I definitely agree, because like going to the Heights and just randomly looking around for mercenaries would be pointless. But on the other hand, we don't know what this Auxilia is supposed to look like, so even if we meet her, how do we know?
Do we even know what race she is?
She's probably like Calorel, so yeah. Like Calorel and Scarlet probably too.
Also,
or she could just be
very
a woman.
She's probably just human, my guess would be. Or at least gonna be appear human.
well, also if her agents sort of saw us exit on her boat, might not think she's coming.
Yeah, we can't really be too subtle anymore because everyone knows us. So unless we do something with disguises and whatnot, it's going to be difficult to just walk somewhere and hope we find the person we're looking for.
The problem with disguising, and the same with stealthing, is that somebody's going to have a shitty roll, and that somebody's going to give everyone else away.
And it'll be me.
Probably, even though you should be really best at it, right? The Dwarven games inherited like Tempus hiding as a bystander, I'm sure. He has to dress up as a blacksmith. He's forced
I mean,
now.
if we wanted to do something with disguises, we could, well, all disguise, but only one person actually goes into the tavern, and the rest just stands ready in case something goes down.
So we
somewhere
send in
nearby.
Thomas, the guise of a lizard man, and he can then